We are about to dive into something really important: how sex affects your heart, your emotions, and your dating journey. This lesson is about making sure you stay emotionally safe, not just physically safe, when it comes to intimacy. For most women, sex isn't just physical. Even if we say it's casual, our hearts often get involved. That's because when a woman has sex, her body releases something called oxytocin, which is the same chemical that helps a mother bond with her baby. It's literally designed to make you feel attached. But here's where things get tricky: men and women bond differently. Most women bond through sex, most men bond through time, consistency, respect, and shared experiences. Let me give you an example. Let's take Jessica and Mike. Jessica meets Mike and they have a great connection. They've gone on a few dates, everything feels magical. One night, they sleep together. Jessica wakes up the next morning glowing, feeling like they're basically a couple. She starts imagining their future, texting him sweet things, feeling emotionally like she's all in. But for Mike, something shifts. He liked her, but now he feels different. This means that after intimacy, a woman can feel deeply connected, while the man may not feel the same way, at least not yet. So, why does this shift happen? Well, there are four big reasons for it, and it's not always because he's a bad guy. Let's break them down one by one. The first reason is he feels less challenged and the mystery is gone. See, before sex, men are often energized by the chase. They have the mystery, making them want to move forward. They have this question in their mind: can I win her over? Does she really like me? What would it feel like to be close to her? And this buildup lights up the brain's reward system. It makes him want to pursue you, it gives him motivation. But when sex happens too soon, especially before his heart has caught up, that thrill can suddenly drop. He got the prize before he even decided if he wants to run the race. And without realizing it, he might feel like there's nothing left to pursue. The second reason for the shift is that he wasn't emotionally invested yet. For most men, real emotional bonding doesn't happen instantly, and it doesn't happen through sex alone. It happens over time, consistency, and shared experiences. If intimacy moves faster than his emotions, he can start to feel like things are off balance. If a guy's mind hasn't fully chosen you yet, but his body just experienced something very intimate, that mismatch can create a really uneasy feeling, and oftentimes without the guy even knowing why. The third reason for this shift is that he's subconsciously reevaluating. After sex, some men start to ask themselves little questions without even realizing it. Do I actually see a future with her? Am I proud to be with her? Do I feel inspired and respected and seen? If those answers aren't a clear yes, he may begin to pull back emotionally. It's not always conscious, it can be an instinctual need to slow down because things move faster than his emotions can handle. The last reason for this shift is because the bond happened asymmetrically. What I mean by this: here's the science. A woman's body releases oxytocin after sex, making her feel attached. And we know the man's brain doesn't work the same way. So for women, the bond feels immediate, like glue is formed. But for many men, there's no bond yet because their hearts bond over shared time, emotional respect, and not just physical closeness. So this imbalance leaves the woman feeling anxious, she's confused, and oftentimes clingy, and then the guy feels confused or distant. So guys have termed this post nut clarity moment. Um, it's the moment after sex where a guy suddenly sees things clearly for the first time. What happens before sex is that his hormones and his desire can cloud his judgment. He's only focused on one thing. But after sex, those hormones drop and then his true feelings surface. It's almost like his brain can start to work again. This is the moment when he realizes he doesn't actually feel as connected as he thought. He senses that something is missing emotionally. He's not fulfilled. And he wonders if he was more focused on the physical than the actual person in front of him. And this is why some men distance themselves right after sex, even when they don't fully understand why. So you're actually doing a man a service if you slow him down, if there hasn't been an emotional commitment yet, or emotional attachment yet, rather. So, why does this hurt women? Jessica, in our example, is now feeling attached because her body is bonded. She's feeling hopeful because she thought sex is going to equal to commitment. She's confused because he's switching things up and now he's acting different. And she's probably feeling a lot more anxious, checking her phone more, texting him more. Meanwhile, Mike is pulling back. He starts feeling pressure. He didn't feel like, he was going to have. And then there's this push pull, and it leaves a lot of women feeling heartbroken, used, and emotionally unsafe. So, the truth you need to know: men fall in love differently than women. Most men fall in love in a woman's absence through missing her, longing for her, working to win her over. Do you see why it's so important for us to pace the men? Sex should never be the way that you earn love. You shouldn't be trying to earn love anyway. It should be the reward of already feeling loved and respected and emotionally safe in a man's presence. Protecting your heart is protecting your power. When you hold off on intimacy until you know a man is emotionally safe, emotionally invested, you walk in self-respect, and the right man will admire you for it. All right, our last lesson in this module will be what turns men off. I'll show you how to avoid these traps so you can stay confident, feminine, and unforgettable.